On this episode of Garage Rats, we continue the K-Series build. But before we do that, we gotta go to a junkyard and get some parts. Alright folks, I have to wear my gloves home because I didn't put them on before I started working because I was really eager to just get in and get out. But we did it in about 40 minutes. But yeah, we got a full set of these guys. Look at the insides of them. Mirror finish. Perfect. So we got these out of a CRV. That means that this should work. This PNA is the model of the part. And I think this is like the revision or something. There's also a number 6 on number 1 on the number 1 side. There's like a number 6 somewhere, but I should probably stop touching these because I gotta use these to get home because my hands are filthy underneath. But yeah, we got parts. Let's go and check them out. All right, we're back here in the garage. It's been a couple days, but we still got our cam caps or cam holders, cam towers, whatever you want to call them, in the box. We're gonna take them out. We're gonna get them all cleaned up, and then we'll start swapping over the components from one of the A2 setups, and then we'll start assembling all this mess on the table. First things first, let's get it cleaned up. So as cool as that montage was, I don't think it was a good idea because now we got like this like tarnish on the aluminum and it doesn't come off. And it even is in the cam journal here. So I decided to reevaluate the situation with the stock one, and you can see these, the bottoms are really pretty. The tops, don't worry, we're not going to mix and match. The tops are where the business is at, but it looks like it's just on the center where the surface of the cam really is. So as long as we give these a good clean, we should be okay. Yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and run this one, and that way we can just put it back together And yeah, so we'll just rock this as is. But there was one thing that I learned from this $24 mistake, and that is, you see this little plug right there? Okay, so that plug stops, like, it allows flow to come up and forces it through like a little channel right there. So that channel looks like it pours oil straight onto the chain or right along the guide to lubricate the guide or the chain as it comes up and does all that. That plug's there, but on this one we ain't got no plug. So yeah, if that plug just saved the engine, then it's worth $24. We're gonna go through, soak up this oil in the middle, and then we'll start bolting it on. Alright, so if you're ever in a position where you're going to be rebuilding a engine yourself, you got to be keen-eyed, especially if you're trying to reuse parts like, say, an oil cooler, because what happens if an engine grenades itself? All those shards of oil or metal get sucked up into the oil pickup and go through the entire everything. Good case of when not to reuse parts. You can see the metal, there's metal parts there, all over the rag. Metal, metal, there's more metal right there. This brass color, that's metal, metal, metal. Also, if you shake this thing, it kind of gives a slosh sound. So yeah, we're gonna have to order a new one of these because we're not going to put that back in the car. So, but I think that's gonna do it for this video. I'm gonna cut this one up, put it out, and then when we get back, hopefully we'll have another oil cooler, that gasket, and we'll get everything else situated. There she sits. I even put this cap on and hit it with a little bit of pen paint or whatever. But I have another plan for that later. I'm gonna go get some dinner and go to sleep. So we'll see you in the next one, guys.